Right now, Matt Payne beside me, the grid in Rotax Light.
It will be Woolston and Price on the front row of the grid, with Rochford and Ward on the second row. As we look through the field, keep an eye on position 21, kart 1, David Sera, coming from the back of the pack. And we caught up with BD Sutar Dawson earlier on.
Well, BD, all the way from Perth, you've got to be dedicated to do that.
I suppose it's a long way to travel, but you've got to come where the competition is. So we enjoy coming over here. It gives the best racing and makes you a better driver, I suppose.
Yeah, being a part of the Rotax Pro Tour is probably a privilege amongst the karters.
It certainly is. I mean, what Ian and IKD and Mojo have put on is a great event, and that's what's made us come over here. It's so competitive, and you sort of got to be here to be in it, basically.
Yes, there he is, BD Sutar Dawson. Start now imminent. Here we are at Sparko Raceway in Port Melbourne. Beautiful conditions, and we are underway with the Rotax Light Final. Look, there's plenty of good guys right across the grid here, but we've got to keep our eyes on the charge by David Sera. And have a look at that, all hell breaking loose on the second turn.
Yeah, hopefully Sera got through that. Yes, he's starting off the back of the pack, position number 21. He started there also with the Lindstrom brothers, some big names down the back, as now Daniel Rochford takes over the lead from Bart Price.
Yes, Price in second. Next man on the circuit, driver of kart 9, Troy Woolston, who won the pre-final, and by virtue of that started this race from pole position. We just caught a glimpse of the driver of 16, Jace Lindstrom, walking away in disgusted fashion from his stranded kart. Here comes the leading group of drivers back onto the main straight.
Yeah, here we go. Back to the Tillet Racing Seats replay, and 4 or 5 of them involved in that one there. Bad luck for those competitors. Not the way you want to start the final, but as we see there, Bart Price in that Arrow kart number 2 started 11th in the pre-final, has been nowhere all weekend, and has come good just at the right time.
It's certainly one of the most competitive formulas in national karting. The boys are getting down to it, playing for keeps on this occasion. It is the finale of Rotax Light. This circuit producing something for everyone in terms of the drivers and their affinity towards the layout here at VACC Park, or Sparko Raceway, as it's branded this weekend. Onto the main section comes our leader, Daniel Rochford. Not too far away as Bart Price. They're separated by a couple of kart lengths at best. Bart Price makes a rush under brakes there.
Yeah, Bart, of course, is the eldest son of Drew Price, the czar of Drew Price Engineering, the constructor of the Arrow karts, and the brother of Shane Price, former V8 supercar competitor.
Been something of a racing dynasty, the Price organisation. Look at that. More like Dodgem cars. 61 got off the racing line, Darren Anderson. Let me tell you, he had some help with the driver racing up the inside. Fabulous stuff from the boys in the Rotax Light during the early stages of this race.
Yeah, absolutely. As we cross back to our leaders, our top 3 now virtually nose to tail. We look at the Tillet Racing Seats replay. Here's Anderson and Sutar Dawson. Wow, they got stuck into each other there. I think Anderson was just trying to stay on the racetrack, and Sutar Dawson had no choice but to cannon into the side of him.
We have a number of race cams in operation today. Look forward to the shots emanating from those devices. Karting looks so fast. The onboard shot's spectacular. Up front, it is still Daniel Rochford. We take a look further back in the pack now, and there are battles all over the circuit. A bit hard to know where to look. Ryan Renard in 18 giving some major hurry up to Anthony Vince there, driver of kart 23. Here's the leading trio again. It's breakneck speed down the main straight. Look at this. Under brakes, that is a terrific overtaking opportunity. And Woolston had a big look up on the inside of Price. And then there was a bit of body language going on between the two. Neither appreciated the gesture.
Looked like he pulled out of it here, Troy Woolston, as we crossed to the Tillet Racing Seats replay. Oh no, he didn't pull out of it. He's put his hand up and said, "What are you doing?" Fair dinkum.
Gotta love it, haven't you? Here's some action further back in the pack. Our camera on the back straightaway. There's some of the nervous pit crews and team owners watching on.
Brett Malave there in kart 54, the Swiss Hutless machine, trying to make his way through. Swiss Hutless, name not very popular in Australian karting at the moment, it's fair to say, but of course Malave trying to make that work for him at the moment.
Going a big rap to Ian Black for staging the Rotax Pro Tour through his company, International Karting Distributors, and the respective brands combining to bring you this exclusive coverage on Fox Sports. Tillet, Pro Design, DID, and of course Rotax.
Now Malave looks up the inside there of the 42. Abby Kelly, one of the many lady racers here this weekend. The Kart 23 there from the United Kingdom. Anthony Vince driving for Tim Craig's Kart 1 Racing.
So that is some battle we just witnessed between Damien Watson and also Anthony Vince. Watson got the better of it. No change up front. It is still Rochford, the race leader in the Rotax Light Finale. This event, a 28-lap journey. You're watching highlights on Fox Sports.
Yeah, it's a long way around this Todd Road facility. It's actually located right next to the Westgate Bridge in Melbourne, or Port Melbourne as they like to say, and probably geographically the best placed karting circuit in the world. As we cross back to the front, Daniel Rochford is really going to come under pressure very shortly from the man in kart number 1, David Sera, lapping something like 0.3 of a second faster than the rest of the field at the moment.
Conditions are perfect here for racing. In fact, you'd have to say unseasonably balmy conditions for winter in Melbourne.
That's going a bit far, isn't it, though?
Daniel Rochford, the leader. No change. David Sera. What a performance by him. He's moved up from position 21 to now challenge for the lead. You won't find it an easy assignment, though. Driver in front knows how to get it done.
He's charged his way through the field like you wouldn't believe, David Sera. Just been unbelievable, picking karts off at will. He's been 0.3 of a second faster than anyone else on the circuit at the moment. Just look at this battle between him and Rochford. The story of the race is going to be, what has Rochford got in the tank to take it to David Sera? Has he got anything between now and the end of the race? I think he might.
Very relaxed character, Sera, or appears to be anyway, the way he drives. He almost leans back like he's in an armchair and just goes about his business with consummate ease. See, that shot really demonstrated. He sits so far back in the seat compared to the more upright style of some of the other drivers.
Yeah, you never see David hunched over the steering wheel or anything like that, as I say, and he does it. But, yeah, 21 years of age, David Sera, multiple national champion, undoubtedly at the top of his game at the moment. His father, George, engineers the kart. His cousin, James, a national champion himself, really works hard on David. And this is what yields the results that you see here.
Here he is up the inside, Sera. Great move. What can Rochford do about it? Sera has taken the lead. One of the great drives of the season thus far from position 21. Got the feeling Rochford's not done with just yet.
No, he hasn't been able to pull away David Sera in the few corners that he's been in front, despite carrying a lot more speed on board. Rochford's really stuck to the crash bar as we see the pass on the Tillett Racing Seats replay.
Here's Rochford. Oh, up the inside, he takes the lead back again.
Great move from Daniel Rochford to take the lead. Here comes David Sera, two of the best young karters in the country at the moment, going absolutely hammer and tongs around Todd Road.
Doesn't get much better than this. Lap traffic could be the decisive factor. Sera goes back to the front again. Rochford left the door open. Sera snuck through in a blink.
That short shoot back straight away, very, very critical for the rest of the circuit, particularly the twisty stuff as they head up over the hill. It's quite a rise as they come through this part of the race circuit and then sets you up for the long, long front straightaway.
Last lap now on display for Tillett Racing Seats. You're watching the Rotax Pro Tour, Sparko Raceway, VACC Park in Port Melbourne. And I'm sure that when it comes to the back end of Sera's career and he looks back on races with fond affection, this will be one of them, should he go on and win. Rochford is going to argue the point, though, back straight for the final time.
Yeah, keep an eye on Rochford. I don't think he's done with yet. I think he'll have another couple of opportunities. Here's one now. Can he get up the inside of David Sera into the last turn? They've got a turn and a half left to go. Sera looks over his shoulder. Here comes Rochford up the inside. Can he challenge Sera? No, he can't. Sera takes the win.
Gee, he only won by a wheel nut. Wheel nut in the end. Rochford pulled out of the slipstream and dashed up on his inside. Sera jubilant, as well he should be. I'd suspect he'd be physically wrecked as well. I mean, that is no mean feat, what he has achieved today.
Just unbelievable. The concentration and level of commitment that's taken from David Sera to win that race is sensational. The margin of victory in the end, just 4/100ths of a second. Daniel Rochford can really hold his head high. So too Bart Price. We caught up with your winner after the race.
Well, that's got to rank as one of your most memorable drives.
It's a tough drive from 21st. A bit unlucky in the pre-final, but we never gave up shot and we're lucky to get through this one.
So a good weekend all round?
Yeah, look, it's been excellent. We top qualified, won a couple of heat races, and to come from 21st like we did was an excellent team effort, I could say.
Well done.
Thanks very much.